Alright folks, welcome back. This is Balatro, After Dark, and tonight, Spit or Swallow. I don't think you should be reusing your seed, but if you want to play along, you can get this seed from the video description, and when you're ready, let's go Gold Stake Abandoned Deck. First boss is Diamonds. In the first round, 7 through 4. We could try to go for the straight, we could get an 8 or a 3. It's not going to be a very good straight, it's not going to be a one-shot straight. So maybe we go for the flush instead. Normally 9, 7, and 6 of spades, pretty good spades, but on the abandoned deck we don't have the face cards to help us finish the flush. So to get a one-shot flush we would need an ace and a 10, or we would need a 10 and an 8. We would need 2 out of the top 3, which is not great. Maybe what we do is we try to go for the full house instead. We would need another 10 or some other natural triple. That would one-shot, but maybe the chance of that happening is not super high. Maybe if we started with 2 pair, it would have a better chance of happening. If we do get the third 10, 3 10s with most any other pair. So 3 10s and a pair of 3s, for example, that could be a one-shot. The problem is if we miss, then we have to play extra hands to dig for that full house. How many extra hands will it take? On average, I don't know, too many. So maybe we go for the spade flush here. It is technically possible that we get a one-shot, whereas if we go for the straight, there is no chance of a one-shot. Even though I'm not that hopeful. Just go for the spades here. We drew a couple clubs. Here now, 2 pair, 9s and 7s. I think we still go for the spades rather than going for the 9 or the 7. So again, here we could try to go for the full house. I think it is safer to go for the spades. We play a low or medium flush and then we follow up with some other hand. Could be ace high spades. Pretty close, but not quite there. The 5 is not good enough. We needed either the 10 or the 8. Alright, but that's fine. We can play a pair of 8s. 2-hander instead of a 4-hander in the first round. Okay, when I'm playing on the abandoned deck, well, when I'm playing on the checker deck, I don't take the first buffoon pack. I don't take buffoon packs in ante 1 on the checker deck with the understanding that I can reasonably get 300-point flushes against the big blind and against the boss. But on the abandoned deck, because we don't have the face cards, the flushes that we get are going to be weaker. You have lower ranking cards, you have less chips. You can more consistently get full houses and straights on the abandoned deck, but again, they're going to be weaker. You get the straight, but it's a weak straight. So on the abandoned deck, I do take the early buffoon packs. I am looking for jokers where I might not need jokers on, let's say, the painted deck or the checker deck or plasma deck. So probably greedy joker is pretty good, or at least good enough. One concern being the boss is diamonds. And maybe Greedy Joker's fine because it allows us to survive the big blind, but then against the boss, we can probably beat the boss without Greedy Joker. It's not necessary. But then we only get Greedy Joker for a couple more rounds after that, so probably useful in ante 2, but maybe not worth $5 as a perishable. When we're playing on any deck other than the yellow deck. Any deck other than the yellow deck, you have to be a little bit discerning with your first couple bucks. So probably I just go buffoon pack here instead of this perishable greedy joker. I think superposition is completely reasonable on the abandoned deck in general, but it's not the top of my priority list. So number 1 priority is get some kind of early game scoring, some kind of stability, and then we can take value generators later. If we do get the straight for the superposition, because it's the low straight, it doesn't actually score any points. It doesn't actually win for us. So we need scoring first. Go buffoon pack. Okay, once again here I think 8-ball, very reasonable. It's not a rental, it's not perishable, it's not eternal. No stickers on the 8-ball, that's good. But maybe instead of taking the value generator, we need the early game scoring guaranteed. I guess if this were a golden joker that just gave me $4, I would take a golden joker. If this were Chaos the Clown that gives you the free reroll, I would take that. Anything that gives me money directly, I can convert that money immediately into scoring. Anything that gives me tarot cards has a chance of being valuable, or maybe it's some kind of long-term value, like strength or death or the hung man are not immediately valuable. So let's go popcorn here and then go next. All right, at least with the popcorn, we can one-shot the big blind with just a pair of 8s. Slightly less than 600, so against the boss, we need slightly more than a pair. Shoot the moon, not on the abandoned deck. We could take another buffoon pack. So now that we have the popcorn, now I am looking for a value generator. So give me another 8-ball. Or it could be flash card, could be credit card. I think I take flash card. Flash card could give us some kind of long-term scaling. So if this were red card or bus or Grimbo, you would take it in that position. Maybe if you have the credit card, you could consider taking a standard pack. I don't think I should. I don't think we should. Let's go next. All right, the pair of aces doesn't win on 16 mult. 2 pair aces and 4s might win. We could try to get a full house or 3 of a kind. Could be 3 of a kind. Or how about 2 pair, aces and aces. Okay. So halvesies as a rental, probably not. Boss says face cards, so we could take another buffoon pack. All right. Fibonacci's great. If we play 2 pair, that's 32 mult, right? If we play a pair, that's 60 mult, so eclipses the popcorn very easily. We could use flash card as a long-term plan. We could use Fibonacci as the short-term plan. Let's go next. Okay, I can play a straight with a 3 and a 5. I think 3 and a 5, 16 mult here, that should win. And then we could do something similar in the next round, except the popcorn is slightly smaller. Go to $15 here. Probably we take a death card. I think I don't take the booster packs here. That way we can save our money for interest. Let's go next. Okay, so if I play the 9 high straight, we can sneak in a 5 here. And then even though the popcorn is a little bit smaller, this wins, I think. It has slightly more chips than before. Another thing we could do is we could go for the 2 pair. Throw away the 6s, try to get an 8 or a 5 or a 3. I have 8s and 3s. Probably wins, or could be aces and 8s. So this 2 pair wins. Popcorn is basically done. I could sell it now. Flash card is reasonable in ante 4. The question is, do I want to hold it until ante 4? The question is, do I need this if I already have Fibonacci? Fibonacci already 32 mult. Do I need flash card? And I think the answer is no, I don't need flash card. If we weren't playing on the abandoned deck, if we have the face cards, then it would be harder to get the Fibonacci cards, and so maybe you keep the flash card if you're playing on the blue deck or the red deck. But for now, I think we could do this. And then we get extra money from interest. Let's go ahead and ship it. I'm going to save the death card until we get something interesting to copy. Or we can save it for an emergency. That was our best possible 2 pair is only 1900. So against the boss, we might need 2 hands. Maybe. Alright. I could consider Arcana pack here, $6 trying to get Hermie. If you get Hermie, then you're having a really good time. If we miss, I probably want to take these jokers, and if I take these jokers, then I'm broke. So maybe we don't go Arcana here. We can take a free reroll. We could take... this gives me money. Do I need Venus here for the 3 of a kind, or are we doing 2 pair? I think we're doing 2 pair. Let's go next. Alright, so I could do 8s and 6s as a full house. Does that win? Maybe. Maybe it wins. 3/8 wins. Let's try to get a 5. One more time for a 5. Or I guess I could play 2 pair. 8s and 8s again. Okay. Slightly punished for selling the flash card since we have the free reroll, but that's okay. Boss says play 5 cards. So, alright, Bloodstone, sure. We could take a Mega Standard Pack. We've got Money 1, Money 2. Take Mega Standard Pack so that we have something to use Death on. I kind of like that idea. Could be Purple 9, could be Red Seal 3. I don't think we take a Purple 9, but I do take a Red Seal 3 for Fibonacci. Okay. Do I want the extra discard? Extra discard is nice. With the Gold Seal, we can discard to find the Gold Seal. We can discard to find our 2 pair. Let's go... I guess Drunkard is fine as long as we draw the gold card, because the gold card gives us $6. Let's go Drunkard. Sure. So what am I trying to do here? I'm trying to get 2 pair. I could get a Hearts Flush, but I don't believe in the Bloodstone, so maybe discard like this, keeping the ace and the 2, I think. 10s and 4s we can discard. 6s we can discard. I could do 3s and 9s as 2 pair. I could discard the 9s and then play 3s with something else. I do have a 3 of hearts here. So why don't we throw the 6 on here? We could do 9s and 3s. Okay. 5s and 2s probably wins. So I guess what we could do is I could turn a 7 into a 3 here. This Drunkard ended up not being used, which is a little bit of a bummer. Alright. So this 2 pair, get rid of the Bloodstone and ship it. That's not good. I could do aces. I could do aces and an 8. There we go. This full house wins. Okay, maybe the Drunkard did get used. Okay. So we need to play more cards for Fibonacci in order to get the Molt. We also need to play more cards in order to get chips. Could be Ancient Joker. Ancient Joker is a relatively safe maneuver. We go Jupiter plus Ancient Joker. That's fine, probably. I don't know if I want to do that. It's a perishable, which means I don't have to. Let's just go one more. Could be the pants, or is Fibonacci going to be enough? I think with the red seals, Fibonacci could be enough. We could take World and make some flushes, make some flush houses. I think I want these 2 standard packs. They take me down to 32, so we could go one more. Could be a driver's license, could be a wheel. Standard pack first. Purple 7, I think the answer is no. Could be a steel 2 is okay with Fibonacci, but maybe I want to play 3s as 4 of a kind, in which case I don't take a steel 2. Yeah, I don't think I need a steel 2. Oh, maybe I'm supposed to take a steel 2 because of the driver's license. Get a purple 3 instead. So driver's license, yes. Wheel, no. Go next. Alright, so discard the 6s. Oh, I should have kept the 8 maybe. I can play 5s and 3s as 2 pair. Or should I aspire to better than that? I don't have any levels, I don't have any chips. Probably 5s and 3s is fine. Or, yeah, let's do that. 5s and 3s sucks because it's not a lot of chips. I can discard this 2-pair. There's 3s and 2s as 2-pair. Again, the 2-pair are not very good. I can play 3s and 2s. I can dig for my aces. I really need my aces because the aces give me chips. Okay, we got aces and 8s. And then I can throw away a 3 or I can throw away a 5. I think I throw away the 5. So this doesn't win, should be a little bit short. And then we could do a pair of aces wins here. Which means I can go for the money. Pair of aces. Actually, 2 pairs, fine. Okay, so good news is we get 1600 per 2-pair. We could beat the boss, probably. This helps. So I am interested in Uranus. But I want to open Arcana first in case we find a fool. I could take Popcorn to replace Drunkard, but now that we have the chips from Uranus, we should be fine. There's a death card. So it could be 20 bucks here, or we could just make another one of these goofy 3s, I guess. Maybe turn a 6 into a 3. So Uranus first, 6 into a 3. Okay. Go one more? Photograph, no. Red card, no. Celestial pack, sure. And then Uranus or Mars? Probably Uranus is the safe thing to invest in right now. Let's go next. Alright, so now now I can do aces and 10s. And this has less mult because it's 10s, but it has more chips than before. So it could be aces and 10s. Throwing away a 6. 2000. Okay. So no more aces. I could do 8s. I could do 2s. Maybe. So I could discard the purple. Sure. There's a hung man. So why don't we do 3s and 2s? This doesn't win. And then we could do 4s and 8s maybe. 9 and 7 we hang them. I could discard the 4s. Do I also discard the 5s? No. Okay, I could do 3 5s. This probably wins. And if not, I can play a pair of 3s and it definitely wins. Could be a pair of 2s. This pair of 2s doesn't win. So I think the 2 pair is forced. We get less money, which makes me slightly sad, but I guess it's fine. Cool. Yeah, maybe we should have stuck with the flash card. I wasn't expecting to get so much money, in which case the flash card is actually somewhat reasonable. Hand size and then Arcana pack. And then Hierophant gives us chips. That's not bad. Alright. No bus. We don't need the bus anymore. I do need to activate my driver's license. Let's go Arcana. Could be Devil, make a gold card. Could be make a steel card. So you could go red steel here, I think is not necessary. In that case, maybe I turn the purple into a steel card, and maybe that's something that we can copy in the future. Sure. Okay, do we want the mega standard pack? Or maybe we don't take a mega standard pack. It's 8 bucks. It works out if we draw the gold cards, but maybe we just go next. Alright, so now what are we doing? We got a bunch of threes. I am looking for 2 pair. Maybe. I could do 3s and 10s. I want to make bonus 3s. I guess I don't have to do it yet. Let's go 10s and 3s. Okay. Maybe I actually need the 4 of a kind. We could do aces and 2s, throwing away a 4. That's fine. Alright, so if that's 3,000, I could do... throw away my last ace. We got 2 more 8s. We have no more 2s. I probably play the purple seal instead of discarding the purple seal. I can play 8s and 3s here. This might win. So let's discard one more time. Alright, let's juice up the 3s. And then with the steel card, this does win. 6 on the driver's license. Cool. Alright, now we got 37 bucks. So I want standard packs now. Mercury we don't need. We could take a celestial pack. We could go reroll first. Could be Mars here. Drunkard one more round. So Mars, yes. I could hold Judgment until after the Drunkard. I could go standard pack here. I don't need a Polychrome 9. Go one more. Take Empress for the driver's license. Take Celestial Pack for your Uranus is very helpful here. Go next. Alright, so I could do 5s and 2s. Throwing away the 10. So 2 pair with a steel card is 5,000. I could do the bonus 3s. Throwing away a 2 here seems fine. The next one wins, so I could discard the purple. Let's do Molt the aces. Discard the purple. Moon we don't care about. Sure. I'm looking for an 8. There's an 8. The 2 pair is better than the full house. And there's nothing really for me to discard for, so let's get rid of the Drunkard and go Judgment. Steven is not that relevant. Alright, here's 2 pair. Okay. Alright, Uranus is acceptable. Let's look for more seals. Could be a rock. I think the foil rock I don't need. Bonus 2 I don't need. We're just going 3s. Celestial Pack we can reroll first. Mad Joker, no. Scholar, no. Do we need Lestoy here? Probably not. Do we need Loyalty Guard? Probably not. Saturn, no. Try a Celestial Pack. So maybe Mars. Don't want to spend $7 for a reroll going down to 28, and then we got the gold cards, so maybe? Could be Hallucination. Slightly punished. Opening the booster packs without rerolling. That's okay. Go next. Alright. 9s and aces throwing away a 6. Okay. Let's do 8s and 5s with the steel card. Probably we end up playing the 4 of a kind 3s this time. So with the steel, it's pretty good. Okay. No more 5s. I can get 2s, maybe? There's a Fool for a Mars card. I don't think I use a Fool on a Mars card. I have one more 3 in the deck. Alright. I can play 2-pair with a bonus card, which helps. If I draw a 2, we can play 2-pair and we get a bunch of money. If we miss, we probably have to play 4 of a kind. And then we lose a bunch of money. I can play a straight, but not in a way that wins. So I am forced to play 4 of a kind here. Bummer. Needed to draw a 2 there. Alright, but we got 42 bucks here. We got 2 spectral packs. So let's go. Boss says -1 hand size. Let's go clearance sale first. And then I'm just gonna go spectral packs for hallucination value. Soul here is interesting. I would have to give up my value generators. The soul probably does the thing. So could take familiar for the driver's license. I guess I don't need this. Okay. How about a spectral pack? Could be cryptid, so making more gold cards would have been nice, but I can copy the 3. Do we want more bonus 3s? And then we generically have more 3s. Do we want a rare card here? Could be a rare instead of Canio. Could be more aces for the 2-pair plan. I like the idea of making more 3s. They are bonus 3s, which is pretty good. Let's do that. Alright. Chariot for the driver's license seems okay. Could be a bloodstone is relatively useful with Fibonacci. I think I don't want to take the risk on that. Could be the wing caps here instead of Canio. Alright. Go next. So now I'm still gonna play 2-pair so that we can throw away some hands and then draw into the 4 of a kind. Okay. 6s we can discard. Save a discard for purple. I can play high card 8. What do I want to turn into steel? I could turn a gold card into steel. Maybe. I think I'd rather have the red gold though. So I can discard like this after making steel card here. Get the devil. Alright, so I probably, if we have the wing caps, we probably don't need. Do I want to make a gold 3 or do I want to make a gold ace? I guess I'll make a gold ace. I think we play this. We don't need the steel card here. Let's skip it. 4 more for the driver's license. Right. That wins the next round without the steel card. Could be a death card. So we have hallucination. I guess we open the booster packs first. Could be a blue seal 3. Sure. Then I don't need this polychrome 7. Okay, could be Uranus here. And then a death card. Could be Ramen. We still need Fibonacci for the base mold. Let's go next. Okay, so pair the 2s. Sorry, 2-pair. I can play the aces. Pair the aces. Sure. I have plenty of 3s. So this is fine. And then there's the blue one. So do I want to make just blue ones or do I want to make some purple ones too? Probably at least 3 blue ones. Probably these into blue is fine. I could discard here and then get some better cards for me to death onto, or maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe at this point it doesn't matter. So we go death here, and then that's it. Here's 4. I guess I could technically get purple or another gold one. Anyway, here's the 4 of a kind. With the bonus cards, wins, even without the red seal. Okay, and then with the Mars cards, now also beats the boss. Driver's license is a little bit short. Alright. I want to get the hallucination value. If there's a fool, I can use a fool to copy death. So maybe we don't need both of these Mars cards. Maybe that's a little bit greedy. Anyway, looks inside. There's a death card. Alright, so Mars, yes, we could make a gold card here. And then death card. Could be Arcana next. So against this boss, what's the boss? -1 hand size. Are we at the point where we can sell Fibonacci? No. Not quite. We could go $7. Don't need a bull. Arcana says could be another devil if I want to make some gold cards. Maybe we molt the 2s. Or I was gonna say skip possibly for a fool, but no, that's okay. Let's go next. So with the -1 hand size, we have 14 threes. We got 14 threes? How'd that happen? Alright, so the 2 pair actually is fine if we want to do that. I want to save my discards for purple. So I can go one more time. Try to get a gold card. This is a sufficient set of 3s. There's a couple of 3s. Cool. Now we should be good. Now we can drop Fibonacci. Alright, there's another Mars card. This boss. These cards are random cards. Alright, so we can reroll first. Could be Hermie. Sure. I like the idea of taking the Troubadour instead of Fibonacci here. Now we don't need Fibonacci. We can use Troubadour. Celestial Pack, we can reroll first. I don't think I need Uranus anymore. So let's go Arcana looking for a fool, or go one more. $7. We could definitely go one more. $8. How about Arcana? Alright, no fool, but we do get a death card. So if I wanted to, I could make some glass 3s and then I can copy them. I could also make some lucky 3s. I mean, that sounds kind of fun. So what suit bosses have we had? We had diamonds, so maybe I make some lucky 3 of diamonds, or do we actually care about the glass? Maybe we just go lucky 3 of diamonds instead of a steel 3. Yes. Do I want an 8-ball instead of this free reroll? Not that many 8s left. Let's go next. Okay. There's a 3 that we can discard. We get the devil, so I can turn another blue seal into a gold card, I guess. Okay, I don't have to use all of my hands every round, so maybe I won't use all of my hands. I can play this 4 of a kind, or one more 3 gives me $6. There we go. And then that's probably fine. I kind of wish we got that crystal ball earlier. Okay. Notably, we have plenty of points to beat the next round as well. Use Mars right now in case there's another Mars in the shop. Could be an Emperor. Let's go Emperor first. Okay. Fool, we can reroll first. So maybe Neptune. Maybe not. Actually, I should leave room for the hallucination. No tower. Probably. There's Fibonacci again. Could be one more. There's a Dusk. Dusk plus lucky cards is kind of fun. I guess I could do Dusk instead of the free reroll. I could do Dusk instead of the Troubadour. Dusk kind of combos with the Troubadour, actually. Celestial Pack. So there's Mars. Celestial Pack. No Mars here. We do get Strength to go with the Fool. I can make some more 3. Do we want the free reroll? Free reroll is like $10 per round. Dusk is kind of powerful, I guess. Could be. Go one more. I don't need a moon. Alright, so now let's play all of our hands. Okay, I can play 9 as a high card. I could throw away a 2, I could throw away an ace, I could throw away a 3. Probably I don't need all of the 3s. I think I'm gonna do Strength here, and then I think I'm gonna use the Fool for Strength so that I don't block the blue seals. And then we can do maybe play a pair of 3s here, should be fine. Alright, cool. Strength on some 2s. That seems reasonable. And then I can discard some of this. Discard purple. I have enough 3s in hand. We get a death card. So death, probably at this point we have enough blues. We want to copy the purple one. If I don't have the purple one, I could copy the gold. Maybe? Alright, and then ship it. Bummer. No money. Alright, now we could get a Fool. There's a wheel, so let's make room, let's go Arcana. We could get a Hung Man. In that case, Mars here is fine. 6 and 4, we can hang him. Then go Arcana. Maybe reroll first. There's Inweasable. Could be Inweasable instead of Dusk. Could be instead of Troubadour. I think I like having Troubadour for this boss, actually. Could be another death card, or we just hang him. Never lucky. I think we just hang him at this point. Down to 39 cards. Do we want Inweasable? I do think I want to go back in time, though. Could be one more. Oops. For the lucky cards. Oops for the hallucination. Oops instead of Troubadour. I wish I hadn't seen that. I guess that makes sense. Go next. Alright. I can discard and then just play the lucky ones. Ship it. Yeah. Let's go Arcana first. This boss says first hand face down. Alright, that's fine, probably. Go one more? Oh, maybe I'm not supposed to reroll when I'm holding Mars. We get Justice. So maybe red gold I can turn into red glass. Maybe red gold I turn into red steel, and then I do red glass on something else. I think that makes sense. Maybe if this was an anti-5, I wouldn't do that, but we're getting closer to the end where I want more points, maybe? Could be Mars. And then skip the rest. Alright. So, glass we could do, for sure. We could do high card 9, throwing away the glass. Pair of 10s. And then we have plenty of 3s. Lucky 3s. 39 cards in the deck. One more time. Bummer. Skip it. Yes. A little bit of money. Okay, Chariot. No, let's go Ender Pack first. Could be a Red Seal 3. We already have Red Seal 3. I could take a Red Seal 3 and I can upgrade it, maybe, into either steel or glass. Maybe worth it. Usually I say I don't want to add too many cards, but maybe worth it. I mean, we have a Chariot right here. Let's go Mars now into Celestial Pack. Judgment. I don't think we got room for Judgment here. Okay. Boss says first hand face down. Hierophant, Devil. Could be Devil instead of Judgment. Driver's license on 20. There's a strength card. Hiker's fun. Could be Hiker instead of Hallucination. Hiker good with the Dusk, but I guess Hallucination is good with the dice. Could be Hiker instead of Wing Caps. Maybe. Or maybe it doesn't matter. So I can use Strength on my last 2s. Do I need the Devil? Maybe I don't need the Devil. Maybe that's a reason to take the Strength card. Don't need the boot. Maybe I don't spend $11 on a reroll. Let's go next. Alright, here's a full house. Okay, I have a red seal that I want to turn into steel. I have a 2 that I can turn into a 3. Let's strengthen here, that's fine. And then I can play maybe this pair of 3s. And then dig. Cool. So lucky card, I don't need the steel 3s. Okay. This wins. Alright, I didn't get the red seal, so I'm just gonna go make a Zoolander. And then play these 4. Dip it. More money. Cool. Alright, now I think we do use Mars. Alright, standard pack, yes. We could reroll first. We get a Hung Man. Don't need a gold seal 10. Don't need a 3 of diamonds. We get an Emperor. Hung Man plus Emperor is probably good enough. Chariot for that red seal again. Yeah, maybe. Strength on my last 2. Probably not super important. Okay. No Bloodstone. No Mail and Rebate. That's it. Go next. First hand face down. Alright, so... I mean, just discard whatever. Doesn't matter. 9 and 6. Let's go steel 3. 9 and 6, we can hang them. I think I want to discard the face down 3s. Just so I don't accidentally break my glass card. Play high card 10 here. Okay. That's it. Chip it. Cool. There's an Arcana pack. If there's an Arcana pack, we sell the Mars card. Look for a Fool. No Fool. Alright, use the Mars card. I could do some bonus 3s. Probably not super important. And then this boss, okay. 22 3s. We get a Mars card, we get another Magician, could be. No room for Northern Lion. There's a blue guy. Could be blue guy instead of... Maybe we don't need the wing caps anymore. Maybe. Sure. Alright. I wish I hadn't seen that. Okay. So... Start with high card 10, throwing away a 3, I think. Okay. I can throw away these 3s, all of these 3s. I can discard this 3. Get a Fool for a Mars card. So I don't want to use a Fool for a Mars card. I am not sure if I want to use a Fool for a Magician though. Maybe since Hallucination is going to give us 2 tarot cards, maybe we do use a Fool. Alright. Alright, we'll do the 5s. Copy the dice. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. Chip it. Yum. Alright, we score less points. Now we're looking for a death card. Okay, there's a Hungman. We like those. We take those. Celestial pack, we don't get Mars here. Hierophant doesn't matter. Judgment doesn't matter. Let's go standard pack. Also doesn't matter. Blue seal here doesn't matter. Chariot, maybe. Steel Joker, no. Throwback, no. One more time. $11 is a little bit expensive, so I think at this point we just go next. I am tempted to take a negative. Admittedly, tempted. Let's try it. So now I can play this 3. Cool. 10 and 8, we can hang them. Do I have another 3 to turn into steel? I guess a bonus 3 I can turn into steel. 8 and 3, we can hang him. And then let's copy the dice. Play the 5. Okay, purple. Get a wheel. Okay. So I guess I'm okay. Spin the wheel. Foiled again. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. Ship it. Cool. Alright, big money, no whammies. What? So, this boss, Violet Vessel. Alright, so standard pack first. There's a blue 3. Do we want a blue 3? Or sorry, blue 2. Maybe I don't need a blue 2. I do like the hung man here. Priestess? Alright, so this stuff we can buy and sell, and then we get a freebie here with the overstock. Could be acrobat, I guess. Justice for my red seals. Could be Todd is pretty good with Dusk here. Could be Unweezable. Has Hallucination done the thing? I guess. Yeah. There's Hermie. Alright, $10 for a reroll. I'm just gonna go next. And then maybe I don't need the 5 anymore. We can hang them. Here's a, let's go 7 and 5. We can hang them. Last 3. Devil doesn't matter. I'm gonna sell it in case we get a fool. No more purple in the deck, so I can discard all these 3s. I can play the pair of 10s. Okay. Looking for one more lucky card. Bummer. Never lucky. Okay. Celestial Pack. So Hallucination guaranteed 2 tarot cards. I guess I use Mars here. Magician doesn't matter. Devil doesn't matter. I should reroll first. Lovers here. Doesn't matter. There's a Fool. Bummer. So I guess that's a Mars card. That could have been Justice if we had sold the Mars cards. Okay. 49 on the Fortune Teller. Don't need to waste those here. Go next. How about a discard purple? Alright, so I don't need this. Could be pair of 10s here. Cool. Is this the right set of 3s, or are we looking for different 3s? Maybe I don't need these 3s. I could play high card 9. And ship it. Alright, we've got 2 glass cards. One more round, Hallucination. Cool. So there's Mars. Okay. Don't need Judgment. Don't need Priestess. There's a cat. Too late for the cat. Bummer. Huh. Another Justice. There's a Bean. Bean is pretty good. Alright. Get a Bean here. That's it. Go next. Cool. I could do glass here and then discard purple. And that's it. So Priestess, that's it. Okay. I do have steel cards in the deck. I have 15 cards in the deck. I can play these 3s. That's it. Okay. I can play these 3s. Maybe I play the gold one. Sure. Okay, 5 cards left in the deck. So I could discard this, I could discard this 3, I could discard this gold one. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1,000 times 100, that's already 100,000. Ship it. Cool. I guess what was the key to success for this particular run? Early on, we had the choice, okay, take a value generator or take popcorn. And what I said was, if you had the choice between something that gave you money, so guaranteed money, like could be the free reroll, or it could be Golden Joker, I also like to reference. So Golden Joker or the free reroll, I think I would take those. First shop, I would take those. First Buffoon pack, I would take those. Of course, Mail-in Rebate is very powerful. You would take that. Or otherwise, okay, I think Superposition is a good value generator, or a good enough value generator. I think on the Abandoned deck, it's an even better value generator. But maybe that's not the top priority on the Abandoned deck in particular. Same with the 8-ball. Definitely, I don't remember what page the 8-ball on. There it is. Definitely easier to use on the Abandoned deck. We have no face cards, so only 40 cards. You're going to draw your 8s more often. You're going to play your 8s more often. Fine. Reasonable on the Abandoned deck. But early on, because the Abandoned deck has lower ranking cards, you don't have the face cards, you have less chips, you score less points. You need more help to score points. You need more Joker support to score points. And so maybe I'm interested in something like Greedy Joker early on. Perishable Greedy Joker is, I think, worth it, but maybe kind of barely worth it. And so what we said was, well, the boss debuffs my diamonds. If this is not going to help me with the boss anyway, maybe we open the Buffoon pack. Buffoon packs we don't open on the Plasma deck, don't open on the Checker deck, but we do open on the Abandoned deck. And in this particular case, we got the Popcorn, and the Popcorn was fine, helping us one-shot 3 rounds in a row, so able to save hands, able to get like $9 from leftover hands, being able to one-shot with the Popcorn. That was great. That was a good start. And then we rolled into, there was Fibonacci in one of the Buffoon packs, and then also very reasonable. It could have been Fibonacci plus the Flash card. I think the Flash card is a little bit dubious early on, where in the early game, you just don't have that much money, so you're not going to be re-rolling until after you have enough money to open all the booster packs. And you're not going to have enough money to open all the booster packs until you get to Ante 3 or 4. So you're doing your first re-roll in Ante 3 or potentially 4. So the Flash card is not going to do much until then. And then the Flash card starts to take over very quickly. Once you have the ability to do some re-rolls, you end up doing a lot of re-rolls. Flash card can get up to 60 to 80 molt by the end. Very powerful long-term, but not necessarily very reliable, very safe short-term. Maybe we could have done Flash card, we could have done the pants, but the decision was, oh, okay, well, if I have Fibonacci, then this is already enough, kind of. If I play a pair, that's 60 molt, that's reasonable. If I play 2 pair, that's 32 molt, that's actually really good. Maybe if I play 2 pair twice, that's 32 molt, not on every hand, but 32 molt every other hand, maybe. 16 molt per hand on average. Maybe that's worth a lot of rerolls for the Flash card. Maybe a lot better than the Flash card. On this particular seed, we ended up with the free reroll. We ended up with To the Moon, which gives us a lot of money. So we had access to way more money than we would normally have. So the Flash card could have been viable earlier than usual, but in general, maybe the Flash card a little bit dubious. So the decision was, okay, we sell the Flash card and then we leverage that to get extra money, extra interest. And with that extra money, then able to reroll into other more powerful, important things later. The thing to keep in mind, though, even though we have the Fibonacci as a very powerful source of molt, how are we getting our chips? Usually, you get your chips by playing pairs of face cards or 2 pair with face cards. And then that's plenty of chips. But on the Abandoned deck, okay, if I'm playing 2 pair with 3s and 5s and 2s and the occasional aces, then maybe that's not a lot of chips. So maybe the way that you get more chips is you play higher ranking hands. Maybe you play a straight that has 3 Fibonacci cards, or what I really like is the ace through 5 straight, has a lot of Fibonacci cards, but doesn't have that many chips. Maybe what you end up doing is you get chips from the hand levels. So the 2 pair levels give you a lot of chips relative to pair and high card. So high card is 10, pair is 15, 2 pair is 20. So 20 chips per planet card, that can be solid. That could be really important if you don't find a chips joker. Or maybe these bonus cards giving you not extra chips on every hand, but extra chips on the one hand, and the one hand scores like 3 times as much as your other hands. These become even better on the abandoned deck where you have fewer cards. You're going to draw those bonus cards more often. Maybe normally you don't draw the bonus cards very consistently. You make them, but then you don't actually draw them. Maybe on the abandoned deck it's a little bit more consistent. So in this particular run, it was that. It was that challenge of trying to find the chips and then trying to figure out, okay, what combination of hands is going to win each round. How do I know if my 2 pair is going to be enough? How do I know when I'm supposed to play the 4 of a kind? Like, I know the 2 pair definitely isn't going to win if I play 2 pair 4 times. And now I definitely do need that 4 of a kind. I definitely do need that steel card or those bonus cards, or I need to re-roll in order to become stronger. Maybe. In this particular run, I would say a lot of the power that we got came from the hallucination. So even before we got Oops, giving us twice as many tarot cards, even before we got Blueprint to copy the hallucination, just the first 5 antes of hallucination, death cards and bonus cards and gold cards, and we got the Hungman a couple times, we got a couple Fools. Certainly one of the better hallucinations, maybe better than average hallucination, but the point of having the tarot cards is you get to build a deck which scores more points without as many joker slots, and then replace your joker slots with more value. Getting the tarot cards, of course there's tarot cards that just straight up give you money. There's tarot cards that allow you to copy your money generators, like use death to copy your red gold card. But just in general, having a stronger deck means more room for money upstairs. Tarot cards generate money that way. Some people say I'm overvaluing hallucination. You tell me what you think. Take care, everyone.